Hey there, Rush Nation, coming at you for episode 20 of Between the Pipes, where we're going to do our season preview for the Rapid City Rush, so stay tuned. Alright, Mike Crook here for Free Sports Press and the Sin Bin, doing dual duty as always, bringing you episode 20 Between the Pipes, where we're going to do a fun little quasi-deep dive, not a total deep dive, into the Rapid City Rush 2020-2021 season preview, which kicks off this Friday, December 11th, against the visiting Utah Grizzlies. If you're actually new to the channel, if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so you're always in the know when we drop new content. We do try to drop a Between the Pipes episode twice a month during the season, usually once a month during the off-season, just depending on time and content. And if you do happen to be watching this on YouTube, make sure to go and actually check out either Free Sports Press or the Sin Bin, where we do more of a statistical dive into the upcoming season for the Rush. The vlog itself for this episode is going to be a little bit more of the intangibles on things that we saw during the Rush's inter-squad scrimmage last week, and some of the excitement that we've seen during the offseason and what's building to a much-anticipated season opener on Friday. So let's dive on in. So if you missed last week's inter-squad scrimmage between Team Tatral and Team Gates, you missed quite a show. Both teams respectively came ready to play, full of energy. The stick handling was great. The passes were crisp, and both netminders respectively were played rather well. Although we do know that Danny Pataccio obviously won't be suiting up for the Rush during the regular season with any level of consistency, he is always a great callback whenever they need an emergency backup goalie. And he was definitely in Batman form on Friday. And Adam Carlson, what can you say? You know, it's great to have him back. And he really does bring a great level of awareness between the pipes. He's got a really great sense of where that puck is going at all times. And he's really quick on his feet and can drop down to his knees in a blink of an eye. I mean, this guy's just quick, especially for someone of his size. So the contest started out pretty even, both teams knotting a goal apiece, but Team Tatral did go up 3-1 at one point, with Team Gates battling back to tie it up. Each team was able to pocket some goals in the overtime, and then it went to a full team shootout where each member of each respective team got to take their crack at the opposing netminder. And definitely some interesting shooting styles. I don't know if those are ones that they're going to stick with during the regular season, or if they're just playing with different shooting styles, but definitely some fun shots were made during that extra time. As always, our family had a blast. The crowd was energetic for what crowd was in attendance. You know, obviously you're not going to have a sellout, or even remotely close to a sellout for something like this, even though it was free to the public. But the Rush staff, they definitely did a wonderful job on keeping the crowd engaged during the entire game. The media timeouts were really well done, and the Lady Miners were really great at providing that extra level of energy to the crowd on hand. So we're definitely looking forward to the home opener this Friday against the Utah Grizzlies. And speaking of that home opener, what can we expect this weekend? Well, looks like just recently the Colorado Eagles have put on loan 4 of their players to the Grizzlies, which I'm sure they'll be bringing up here this weekend. So that's definitely going to add a little bit of firepower, you know, if you're getting those AHL caliber players coming up. So definitely if you're getting those AHL caliber players added to your roster, it's definitely going to add some firepower, both on offense and defense. So definitely Rapid City is going to have to bring their A game, without a doubt, to kick this season off if they want to come away with this first game with a win. The Rush and Grizzlies did put together some impressive games last season. Some were definitely high-scoring affairs on both ends of that contest. You know, Rapid City was on the receiving end of some pretty nasty losses, but they also dealt out some pretty good woodshed beatings as well to Utah, and they both had some pretty high-scoring affairs knotted up as well. So it's hard to say what to expect from this one, but with the loss of Idaho for the season as well, since they've opted out, it's almost like Utah and Rapid City could become, for at least one season, kind of some close kin rivalry here going on, because the distance, I believe that they are going to be some of the closest teams in the Mountain Division as far as distance-wise, now that Utah's out of the fray. And with that being said, what does the season even look like going forward? Right now the Rush only have games slated through January on the schedule. That's mainly because right now, with everything the way it is, it's just a fluid situation. It could change at any moment, and everything could be in lockdown. We could have no more season. Who knows? So it's very smart of the respective teams that have opted into play to not try and schedule an entire season of games, but instead to kind of react to how the world is working at that time and schedule accordingly. So we're looking forward to seeing games getting actually scheduled and put on the books well into February and March and whatnot. And we're hoping that these teams can actually play a full 72-game slate, because this season could be a very special one for Rapid City. They do have the potential with the roster that they've put together to actually make some noise both in the division and the league. Who knows if there's even going to be a division lineup at this point? Are you going to have an alignment where you have divisions when you have an entire division that's opted out, the North Division? So who knows? I mean, right now we're just happy to have what we have. We're going to take these games in December and January. We're going to enjoy them. We're going to run with them, and we're going to cherish them. Because in all honesty, at this point in the world and in this day and age, we should just be thankful for what we have. And let's be grateful that the Civic Center is working very closely with the Rush organization, and they're doing a very good job at least in our opinion, they're doing a very good job after seeing how well the inter-squad scrimmage went last week of giving that sense of safety and security to the fans while still providing an entertaining product on the ice. Especially with Rapid City being the only arena in the league that has no attendance restrictions right now, we have the potential to pack the house. And our crowd could be a deciding factor in some games. You never know. When our arena is possibly more packed than others just due to restrictions, it could give the Rush a little bit of an advantage when it comes to crowd noise and just that sense of energy that they get when they feed off of the home crowd. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this episode. Like I said, if you want some full statistical information going into this season, make sure to check out Free Sports Press and the Sin Bin respectively for those articles. And as always, we would like to give a shout out to the Rapid City Rush organization. We've enjoyed our relationship with you guys, and we want to thank you again for allowing us to come into your venue and cover this sport and help spread all the positive things that this team does for the community. And with that being said, hope everyone has a great weekend, and we'll catch you in the next one.
What do you think of the game? Did you have fun? Excited for Rush season? Yeah, we're excited for Rush season.